Two countries, same region, completely different experience. And I know saying this out loud is going to upset some people. But after everything I went through, Malaysia just won. Now, before you click off, hear me out. I am not here to bash Indonesia. Indonesia is incredible. But there are very specific things Malaysia does better, things that actually matter when you are traveling with your money, your comfort, and your sanity on the line. By the end of this, you are going to know exactly which one fits your travel style and which one you should book first. Before we go any further, drop a comment right now saying either Malaysia or Indonesia, depending on which country you think you would enjoy more. I want to see where everyone stands before I change your mind. And if you have been watching without subscribing, today is the day. Every video I make is built on real experience, real numbers, and honest opinions. Assalamu alaikum, and let us get into it. So here's the context you need. Both countries share a lot culturally. The food has similarities, the people are warm, Islam is central to daily life in both, and the landscapes are genuinely world-class. On paper, they look almost equal. But the moment you land, the differences start stacking up fast. Let us start with arrival. Kuala 2 in Kuala Lumpur is one of the most seamless budget travel entry points in Southeast Asia. Signage is clear, English is everywhere, and within 40 minutes of landing, you can be on a train heading into the city. The Kuala Express reaches KL Central in about 28 minutes. A one-way ticket costs around 55, roughly $12. Fast, clean, air-conditioned, stress-free. Now compare that to Soekarno-Hatta in Jakarta. It has improved over the years, but the taxi situation outside can be chaotic if you do not know what you are doing. Grab is your best friend there, but traffic into Jakarta can turn a 30-kilometer drive into a 2-hour ordeal. First impressions matter, and Malaysia makes a stronger one. Here is something to hold on to as we move through this. I am going to tell you the one area where Indonesia completely destroys Malaysia later in this video. Not close, not debatable. Keep that in mind. Getting around Kuala Lumpur is where Malaysia really separates itself. The MRT, LRT, monorail, and BRT all work under one payment system. You top up a touch-and-go card and move through the city like you live there. A trip across KL on the MRT rarely costs more than RM3 to RM5, under $2. Everything is labeled in English and Malay, so you're never guessing. In Bali, the most visited part of Indonesia, there is no rail system at all. Your options are renting a scooter, hiring a driver, or using Grab. None of those are bad, but they require more negotiation, more planning, and more money than just tapping a card. For someone arriving fresh and wanting to move efficiently, Malaysia is simply easier. Food. This is where it gets emotional. Malaysia's hawker scene is extraordinary. Nasi lemak, roti canai with dal at 6 in the morning for about R150, char kway teow, mamak spots running 24 hours. Penang is UNESCO recognized for its food heritage. The variety across Malay, Chinese, and Indian influences means there is always something great, no matter the hour. Indonesian food is also incredible. Rendang, nasi goreng, gado-gado, soto, all deeply satisfying. But in tourist zones like Seminyak or Ubud, prices for foreigners spike sharply. A basic meal there can cost the same as a mid-range restaurant in KL. Malaysia's hawker culture keeps quality food consistently affordable, and that consistency matters across a full trip. On accommodation, KL offers clean, well-located guest houses for around 60 to 100 per night, roughly $13 to $22. Mid-range hotels in Bukit Bintang run 150 to 250 with reliable Wi-Fi and good city access. In Bali, budget guest houses in quieter areas start around $10 to $16, so Bali can undercut KL at the very bottom. But mid-range options in popular zones spike fast, often matching KL prices without the surrounding infrastructure. Malaysia wins on consistency. Solo travel ease matters too. Malaysia is one of the most straightforward countries to navigate alone in this region. English proficiency is genuinely high. You can ask almost anyone for directions and get a clear answer. That comfort level is hard to price when you are somewhere unfamiliar. In Indonesia, language can be a real barrier in smaller cities without Bahasa Indonesia. Scooter traffic in Bali is intense. None of this makes Indonesia dangerous, but it raises the entry-level skill required for a first-time traveler. Now, here is the moment I promised. The one area Indonesia wins so convincingly, Malaysia cannot compete. Natural landscape variety. Indonesia has over 17,000 islands. Volcanic peaks of Java, pink beaches of Komodo, rice terraces of Bali, surf of Lombok, jungles of Borneo. Nothing in Southeast Asia matches Indonesia's geographic range. Malaysia has stunning nature, but Indonesia operates at a completely different scale. If your priority is raw natural wonder, and you are ready to navigate a more complex country, Indonesia will change how you see the world. But if your priority is arriving, moving efficiently, eating well, staying comfortable on a mid-range budget, and having a trip that works without constant problem solving, Malaysia is the smarter starting point. Here is the real takeaway. These two countries are not rivals, they are a sequence. Start in Malaysia. Let Kuala Lumpur teach you the rhythm of Southeast Asia. Then take that confidence into Indonesia and let it blow your mind. 3 things to remember. Malaysia wins on infrastructure, ease, and consistent value. Indonesia wins on natural variety and cultural depth. And if this is your first Southeast Asia trip, Malaysia First gives you the foundation that makes Indonesia even better. If this helped you, hit like so it reaches more travelers who need it, and subscribe because every week I break down real travel with real numbers. No fluff, no sponsored opinions. Drop in the comments, after all of this, which country are you booking first? Both are worth your time. But Malaysia wins this round.